No, on the guitar. Really just one, but it's in there quite a bit. I'm going to do this on the piano with the hopes of viewers and enjoyment. Dog settled down nicely, good boy. And then I'm gonna do some on guitar, I think, and then that can be for the customer as well. And then if they want to skip some and get to the bowls, they'll probably be at the end. But it's been kind of cool to put both in there to send her. And I decided I was going to do this, and I also thought it's kind of unique to um, have, although I've surely done it probably, but I don't recall, to have some of these tunes done as in a guitar cover. However, the guitar is upstairs. There's this one we recently acquired. It's not the greatest. And the other one, where is it? I haven't played it a lot lately, and it's a bit of a trigger. I might have to go and get the other one, but if it's a song somebody really wants to hear, then they'll like that. Because I'm not seeing where my one I've had for 20-something years is. Good boy, Sonny. That's just the dog I'm talking to. So I'm going to line this up as best as I can. And I don't want to get too chilly, I don't want to be too warm. I'll acknowledge them. They might not show afterwards unless that was a glitch. But I don't know if this is distracting what I'm wearing, but good little boy. Good little boy you are. I appreciate it. I don't have my hat on either, and I'm used to it, but I don't know if I just started wearing this hat. I don't know if I like what it looks like on camera or not. Okay. But I'm used to wearing it. It's a bit tight, but so is the other one I've been wearing lately. And the other one, the dog had chewed it a bit, and it was old school, and wasn't the greatest for videos and stuff, just for wearing around the house, I guess. But I realized that this one's got a lot of splotchiness to it. Now, where would I rather put this? I don't know. Here, I guess? Sure. Going to be looking at the music, so it might not be straight on, but it's a tablet I'm using, and I don't think it'll safely stand there. I remember trying that at the side of the piano. It's not a matter of it's too close to the sound, no, it's too big. So it's going to have to be here. I want it to fit on the ledge, so I'm not super familiar with this song, but I know it, and I'm going to try it, and hopefully you enjoy. This one is slightly religious sounding, and he did find that book recently. I don't remember seeing where he put them, the stack of the top of the shelf. He says, uncomfortable, and there was another word to use, but then you can't take it back. Yeah, it was a lot stressful. But so I'm going to start with Bring Him Home. I think it's more kind of with the thought of an older person thinking about a younger person, like a young adult or something. I don't know. It's an interesting concept of a song, I think, and I am not super familiar with it, but I've heard it. I'm going to try it. I know the theme fairly well, I think, so hopefully what the lyrics are won't be too much surprising to me. I know this is like, oh, you're very much winging it then. Yeah, kind of, but let's see how it goes, eh? And I'm not as proficient on the piano as him. I'm a bit rusty, but I've been on it a couple times recently, and he's happy that I'm doing music, and if this goes well, and yeah, so here we go. On high, hear a bird in my knee. Always been there. Is young. He's afraid. Let him reign. Heaven him all. I'm doing some chords I've never done before. Him all. Bring him home. if I'm doing some of this right, but welcome, viewer. How soon they fly on and on. I am all be gone. In peace. So do I suppose. Let him be. Let's sing the opposite of where I thought it was good. Let him be. Nice chords in here. Let me die. Let him live. This is what he had to use for it anyway. But he decided that might be the best he ever could bring him. So I put my focus. Yeah, I knew most of that, mostly just the chorus. Now, I guess it's true as we get a viewer, and you can see the title. I can do other songs, but I don't remember. No, I think I have my browser on my phone holding something that I need to look back at later and don't want it to reload on me. I'm just noticing too, I think the radio might be on a little bit, but initially the plan was to do these on guitar. So, and I think that would be more comfortable. I think what I'm going to do is go and get the guitar, but I also want to kind of be looking for the song, and if I find one when a viewer comes in and they are curious or like it or want to know if they know it or whatever, then it would make sense that they would stay while I go get it. I've looked through that one book. I mean, plus the holidays are kind of, or at least the main Christmas, the not considering, Union or Hanukkah perhaps, and was that before? I should know, but anyway, has passed. And we do have other things to cover, and if it's only going to be on the phone now, then yeah. But I hope that my musical talent, is worthy, that you'll feel it's worthy of hearing, and that you appreciate it, and that it won't just be for me. I mean, I may just do, but it's not just waste. I don't get too much with it. But one thing I do want to look at, but we have a certain radius because we don't drive, and busing's challenging, especially at night and in the winter. But it's just funny how that bag is. We really do. Yeah, I don't know. That one was badly organized, and the working the second time around, and was quite hectic. And no, we'd be looking for small venues kind of nearby, because I don't know if we'd be able to arrange without anybody to get this up. Another one. I'd still love to create one and form one, but the community center near us, it's very hard to reach, and there's mild anxiety. But we do have a viewer, and I'm doing mostly music in this, so if you've ever seen before and it's just been me rambling, I'm doing music. And they're like, yeah, right, no, he just rambles. Because they just laughed. But they won't be getting to know me, getting to feel all about me. You're but yeah, that one has some suggestible lyrics. I might actually want to bring the music stand down too, And I'm a little bit bigger, but and like this makes me think of the choir. Out of curiosity, and it's okay if you're not, you're still welcome to stay and enjoy the music and comment, and hopefully the YouTube's not being too glitchy and it'll show them. But they left. But do I want to do this one? And I mean, some of these things, for any who views it after, and first of all, don't presume, about me just because of the music I'm doing. You just never know. I'm just putting lotion on too, because I get very dry, and I seem to be, especially at the moment. But some of these are just fun tunes, and there is a part of me that enjoys playing. even if nobody else is enjoying. But it's nicer when somebody's enjoying and less triggering, to be honest. So we got 2 people just tuned in. It was like 1, and then suddenly it was just 2, like within like a second after that. But I'm going to do next, as we go to one, Good Morning Baltimore. I don't know if you live in Baltimore or not. I don't know if you know that song or not. And then maybe, because it's next in the book alphabetically as you go, Good Morning Starshine. But we got a like. But, well, at least, even though they didn't stay, at least they gave a like. Although, it says 1 again, so maybe that person came back, or maybe they planned to come back, or whatever, the other person, or whatever. Anyway, so I'm just gonna, unfortunately, I planned to do this video, but I also kind of am doing it spur of the moment. And so I'm just gonna go get my guitar, and it's very warm in here, but I did turn it down. But I don't wanna, I fluctuate. I did, but I'll have to lift this over top of it. Slide this, and then slide it back, and then take this. Good boy, Sonny. Okay, put that there. Grab this water. I should probably put this back here. It's floppy otherwise. Lullaby of the Leaves. Love is here to stay. Lovely hula hands. Okay. Okay. This goes there. This goes here. Good boy, Sonny. Okay. For a while I didn't know where this music book was. I'm glad that we have somebody here. I don't remember where I found it recently. But the thing of the matter is that I do and don't feel like I've played a lot of these type of tunes on guitar. Guitar is my main instrument. Well, I started with piano, and I've been doing piano. Well, yeah, and then for a while I wasn't doing much piano, and I was doing my guitar, and then for various reasons I wasn't doing much of either. So, yeah, it's, I don't know if I've ever done this on guitar. I haven't done this song a lot. I was in a choir that did it a while back. So let's see here. Hopefully he'll join us, and then we'll do both. The dog will settle down. He's just a bit hyper at the moment. For reasons I'm not sure, because we don't quite speak the same language. I can't eat. I hear that beat. The rhythm now. Come up above. Fantasy. Every sound except for your barking, silly dog. Hello, viewer. Symphony. Good morning, Baltimore. And someday when I take you to the floor, the world's gonna wake up and see Baltimore. And I wonder if I should just put my. I don't know who's thinking that. Just settle down. As long as I know him. He's had a walk a couple hours ago. He's got food. He's fine. I'm ready to know the say that it is up to you. day, rather. Okay. Why would... What, is there an open window? How would that work? I'm sorry, he's being very distracting and rude. And normally that shouldn't get rewarded, but in the answer to shut up. So for now, there you are. Have at it. Love them, but sometimes I tell you. Wake up and see Baltimore and me. I've noticed this guitar does sound a little bit tinny when I play it back, but like I said, I don't even know what the other one is. Part of me thinks maybe I hit it on myself, but I don't know where. I want to just quickly check as we get a viewer, just because I'm curious which guitar you think sounds better. I'm going to just get a viewer and walk away. But half time I don't, maybe. But, of course, I can only do that if I know where the other one is, and I have no idea. Oh, yes, I do remember where. It's in the other office room. So, tell me, viewer, when I start playing this next song, or the rest of this song, because the dog interrupted me, if this guitar sounds too tinny, as the viewer goes. So, and if it doesn't, if it's somebody that's engaging, and one or two people make it worth it sometimes, as well, then what I might do is get the other one. I don't think, from when I've listened back to some of them, the few that I've done recently, since having this guitar, and it sounds mostly okay in person, kind of reminds me of the side one, a bit of a trigger, but I don't think it sounds super unlistenable, but I do think it sounds a bit tinny, and some people may be more sensitive to it, and I am a little bit, so I understand. I don't know that part of the song though, so I'm going to skip it. Plus there's a few flats. I know every step, I know every song, I know every place where I belong. See all these party lights shining ahead. Someone invite me before I go to bed. Oh, give me a chance. When I start to dance, I'm a movie star. I miss the choir a little bit in the community. It's out of my head, but I'm not one for choirs, so I'm distracted. That try and put you in sections, because my range is too fancy for that, or too. And even when I try and sing in that section, it's still, somebody says, oh no, I think you're singing it slightly off, and throwing me off, and then when it's like we're trying, and it just, Rip Penny and Ella. So it's, and this one I think kind of reminds me of, the Essential. I don't know that Hey There Pajama Game. This one always makes me think of, there's a lot of chord changes, so never mind, not going to say anything about that. I'm just going to put this down because at the moment my arm's a bit sore sitting on top of it. Not something I notice often, but I'm noticing it now. It's really hot in here. I turned it down a few degrees. And then we'll do the video, we'll do some music, we'll eat. I guess I'll have to cook while he's doing some stuff. I was going to have pasta with salad for lunch, I think, and then just pasta tonight. As we get a viewer. So, would you like to hear Good Morning Starshine, I think it's called? Or would you like to, or if not, let me know. You like, so I guess not, no, hate that song. If you're going to do that, I'm gone. That's got too many flats, that version. And I may never be Susan Boyle. Or even Susan Fry. Sorry. This one's got some clever lyrics. but it's got sharps and flats mixed together, which I don't know on the guitar, and yeah, it doesn't look like. How about this one? And if people want to send, well, I'll say it afterwards. But okay, I don't know how this one would do with flute. It's pretty lively song. Not that the flute can't be, but it's. And now what did I do with the? Here it is. It's pretty lively, and I don't know if. Yeah. But hopefully he'll join on the flute soon, and then you'll get to hear some meditation bowls. And he's got to be almost finished his session. And it almost looked like he was kind of wrapping it up when I was up there about 15 minutes ago. But and if he ends up doing the recording for the customer some other way, I'll say, can you still send her this though? Because I had intended to send. I had thought it'd be cool to send her both of them, and she might like it. But we'll see how it all goes. And the dog's barking at. He's got a chew stick. We're not expecting anybody, but we do have a viewer. The dog will hopefully hush up shortly. I just want to quickly take a look, just in case there's somebody there, because we don't have a working doorbell. We're not expecting anybody, and he could just be hearing something on the street. Yeah, it looks like that's the case. Okay, so I'm going to do If I Were a Rich Man, and not think about Suzanne, who I've lost touch with because, well, life went on, no particular reason other than that, and she was a fiddler, and so was one of my exes, actually, and the viewer went. So you're like, well, my name's Suzanne. Will you talk about me? I was kidding. In a way, you know what? Make it comedy. Make it comedy. That's an easier way to kind of tell it, kind of the unknown reasons as to why that happens, which could be varied. Hopefully not personal, but I don't know. Anywho. As I'm playing, if somebody tells me it's tinny, if I happen to notice that, I'll go and switch guitars because I'm a people pleaser, and I wouldn't want something to sound too tinny. So, in person, I don't think it sounds quite like it records for whatever reason. Hello, you're welcome. If I were a rich man, all day long, if I were a wealthy man, wouldn't have to work hard. Has some non-English words in this that I think I'm doing good. I built a it's got a B flat next to an E flat. So that was a preview of that one I didn't notice. Hello, welcome. Yeah, that would have actually been a better drum song, but and then I don't know if we'll do all of the this book and then we'll do Bulls and then piano and much. I don't know if you improvise. I should know this, but I don't know if you improvise on the piano at all. But yes, it's nice that it's easier on weekends anyway. That also helps make it worth it too. Is when we do music together. I don't know. He just okay. He's still in the other room. I'm curious to try this one. The chord changes are mildly fast. I'm curious to try this one. There's actually a movie that this was famous from, and a musical that is not the same as the movie. Yeah, there's a G sharp. I'm hoping if I skip it, it won't be super noticeable. And then I have my lazy bassy F sharp. And I don't know if we can get both of us. Yeah. I guess that kind of works.
No. I am here.
Why don't you grab that chair? What if you brought that chair?
The drum.
Grab that chair and put it here.
Then it's pointing that way. No, that wouldn't work.
Okay, well, you just hear him in the background, and then when I'm looking for the next song, he can do something on a flute. But yeah, and I just don't know if what?
Yeah, that thing.
That's fine, I think.
No. Yeah.
I just don't want it to be in the way of my feet. I have not played this song on guitar before, so we'll see. And actually, I might only know the chorus when I'm looking at the first lyric. Thanks for your patience. Nobody's watching, but thanks for yours. I'm just gonna do a bit. Oh, D flat. I don't know if I've ever heard of that. let me find the song quickly.
I think for that you need a capo.
Oh yeah? Or just to know a D flat. Do you want to serenade them to sleep? I'm not too familiar with this one either. I don't think a lullaby should have a drum in it. This guitar is feeling bigger than usual, and it's getting my arm. Maybe I'll try it like this. Might be a flute one. Flute, I say. C. Hello, viewer. It could have sounded Hawaiian with the drum, maybe. Part goes. I don't want to mess it up. Do something on there. I'll rotate this as best as I can. You're way over there. They laughed. Not even liking the flute. That's good. I want G. Ooh. But this resonates. It's also got an E flat with a... That's a Christmas song. I don't know if you could improvise and throw in some E flats and B flats where you hear them on the piano.
Is that an E flat?
Yeah, because I was kind of thinking this book is great. I mean, some of these songs would be really cool just to do on guitar, and I'm over here. But yeah. I mean, it could be cool with the flute. We started to watch a movie from what this is from, and we'll eventually finish it, and I haven't seen it in years, and it's actually on an old school VHS. Fancy, hey? So let's see. Okay, looks like it's going to be with flute, but that could be cool. Sorry that the way that we have things arranged right now, we can't show us both in there, but we're both here. So, and there's a guitar here, and if you see the guitar, hopefully it might be when you see these. Or you should be either way, seriously. Starts on a B flat. Yeah, thank you. Midnight, not a sound from the Ooh, E flat sounds fine as an E. I have to sing a bit deeper than you.
On this one.
Sounds odd, what?
I think I'd be. Would you like to try it with me on the piano? I know this on the piano.
I think so. I mean, I can do it on the piano, but you're welcome to, I guess. Watch the bookmarks, hoard the pages tightly. Hopefully it's all worth it. I say handle each other, but we'd like a little bit more than that. Okay, we got a viewer. See if you remember this song called Memory. I've actually heard it as a name, too. Well, just switching over to instruments. Okay, if I would have known that you didn't mind that was closed, I would have closed it earlier. And we'll just switch to instruments because of the arrangement of this song. And the viewer goes, man, some people are so impatient.
People have your attention.
I mean, it could be various things, but
okay.
As long as it's not nefarious things. I don't even remember what that means. I'll sing, though, because you're going to sing this deeper than I think it should be.
Well, my voice is deeper than yours.
Well, I have a very deep speaking voice, thank you very much. And I also have range, which is why I can't do players. But I think that you wouldn't be singing it in the right key. But it sounds like okay. I'll try to think about how we can do an audition over here. 2, that's successful. Okay, study it, sorry.
You can start singing.
Go ahead. Well, there's an intro, isn't there?
Okay, we have the intro.
Midnight, not a sound from the pavement, as the middle lost in memory. She is smiling alone in the lamplight. The leaves collect at my feet, and the wind begins to moan. the old days when they were beautiful then. I remember the times of your life and where happiness was. Let the memory live again. There's some high and low in it actually. Every street lamp seems to be computer-lit. It sounds off, but maybe the morning. It's a funny key for me, but someone mutters and the street lamp gutters, and soon it will be morning. Daylight, I must wait for the sunrise. I must think of the new light, and I mustn't give in. When the dawn comes, tonight will be a memory too. Let the new day will begin. Yes. Different key. I might change keys. Out ends of smoky days, the stale cold smell of morning. The street that dies, another day is over, and soon it will be morning. Touch me, that's a reason to leave me all alone in the memory of my days in the sun. If you love me, you understand what happiness is. The new day has begun. Not bad for first time ringing it. Possibly ever. This way you get some piano playing in too. And then when I'm done doing what I'm doing, you can do the whole thing and I'll cook lunch and then, yeah.
Well, what are you doing now?
Then you can just keep doing it and hearing it and lunch and get more bang for the buck. I don't know how YouTube donations work, but I mean, if that's the one that's going to spend $400 on both, that's great. What are you doing? Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
It only fits up there, so. I know it's daytime. We have done this one before, as long as I don't think about whatever makes you feeling about dating golf, huh? It could be fine. And I know that I may have mixed feelings about the musical itself, but I like the song. What's Sonny doing? He's being good. Good boy, Sonny. Oh! I caught it. It doesn't stay in the case very well, and I caught it as it was tumbling out. And from that height, it could have been bad. Okay, here we go. Okay, what's happening? There's no intro that I'm seeing. Lots of flats, but here we go. Music of the night on a Sunday during the day. Nighttime sharpens, brightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses. But no, they got me. That's kind of weird. I thought there was something else after that, but slowly, gently. 2 lights, thank you. Light it full of splendor, grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender. Turn the face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold, unfeeling light. and listen to the music of the night. Close your eyes and surrender to the darkest dream, or the thoughts of the life you knew before. Close your eyes, let your spirit start to soar. And you'll live as you've never lived before. Softly, softly, music shall caress you. Hear it, feel it, secretly. Open up your mind, let the fantasy unwind. In this darkness you know you cannot fight. The darkness of the music of the night. What is it doing? Let your mind start to journey through a strange new world. Leave the thoughts of the world you knew before. Let your soul take you where you long to be. Only then can you belong to me. Floating, falling, sweet intoxication. Trust me, savory sensation. Let the dream begin. I give in to the power of the music that I write. The power of the music of the night. Glad we have one person who's been here the whole time. Nice to see you here. Don't be shy to comment. You alone, the song take flight. Help me make the music of the night. There's something interesting about that song I've never noticed before. There is like an instrumental part before the kind of last, like very short line, and over here, where is it? There's a couple very short lines. Before, I know this might sound weird, but if you look at the piece, you'll see like it's almost a reverse from what the beginning does. We got bookmarks falling out from old A&W.
Four key changes, not bad since I haven't played it for like a year.
Do you want to do this song for my grandmother? My favorite things. Do you want to hear that, or do you want to hear something else? Routine's like it for a long time, I've seen it. Except for that one day when I had that health scare. Sorry you're seeing the top of his head. It's supposed to be 4 minutes, or 4 or 5 for a few minutes. To show Sonny just laying down, being good on there, and try and do this with one hand. I was intending to do a lot of these on the guitar, to be honest, and we don't have to go through the full book, but we're almost there, and we'll probably skip some songs, and it's still very warm in here, even though I dropped a few degrees, and took a hat off, but anyway, basically, I was going to do these on the guitar, but a lot of these have flats, which I don't really know on the guitar.
you'd need a capo, I think.
Oh, really? That's what you keep saying. I don't know.
Well, or maybe not.
I don't know. I'm usually pretty capable without a capo, or I find a different version on the internet. But this isn't a music book, so anyway. Even though it is 11:32, it's not noon yet. So, oh, what a beautiful morning! Here we go. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. I don't do it. There's corn as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning! Oh, what a beautiful day! I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Finally. The cattle are standing like statues. All the cattle are standing like statues. They don't turn their heads as they see me ride by, but a little brown maverick is winking its eye. Can I do it with one eye? Oh, what a beautiful morning! Oh, what a beautiful day! I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. You just turn it for a minute and then you turn it back. Sounds of the pages, they're like music. They're the sounds of the earth, they're like music. I know that's it. The breeze is so busy it don't miss a tree. And an old weeping willow commented on this last time we did this before. Is laughing at me. Oh, sorry. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Now, the person who's been there, I think, for the past 2 or 3 songs, which feels like a regular lately, thank you. If you're commenting, we're not seeing them. I do understand sometimes YouTube comment area, it's like, do you want to enter that land or whatever? But we'd be happy to hear from you if you are comfortable. This song I would say we would do, but it's kind of, well, if you're with Daniel and Sean's moment, but it's kind of, for Black, it's kind of about, can you stop for a moment, please? Because I feel like I'm shouting. It's kind of about, like, the Black community, so I don't know if people would want to see a white person singing it. I don't know.
Well, we shouldn't care.
Maybe not, because sometimes maybe the segregation isn't fixed because people like it somewhat or something. Maybe I don't know, but at the same time I don't know. But it is a fun one. But it's a bit of a trigger right now. So,
Okay.
I'll let you do whatever you want to do while I'm flipping, because I'm struggling to do 2 different things with 2 different hands or something like that.
Hey there. Would you like another?
There, hey.
That was a one step what I played before.
I was hoping I might
Give
find
yourself
something
a
from this
pencil.
book to do on guitar, but I did, I guess. Initially.
Do we dare have the
Here we do.
Do we do?
Did you redo? We have one of those. Bibbidi boop.
Oh, I haven't
And
played this
former
one
famous
for a
Australian brother, and a second viewer just tuned in.
while. Haven't played this for a while.
No. One of them might, I'm gonna guess is the one that came in for a few seconds and then one of those that book there with the song open that I don't think you're super familiar with as we have two
That
viewers.
was Singing the Vagabond Song,
Right.
piece from the 30s.
And noodle through that for a couple minutes.
Why?
Or for a minute, just to get familiar with it before we try doing it. I
just
mostly
here.
like it. I don't know if I like the music.
Popular. I'm not. Okay, well.
But it's very popular though. So.
It's very popular.
And I remember from I wonder if we should move this. And then after that, after you noodle with it, we'll do it, and then you do the both things, and then we'll have our noodles.
Something like that.
Something like that. I think it makes sense. The timing. Just happened to walk back to this side. That was the part I think I was especially wondering how you'd do. But it sounded pretty good. Let's give it a try. Maybe a little less bouncy on that part where the change is, I think.
It said bright and look, it says bright and bubbly.
Okay, but maybe just a little less so. Now I may not like all the lyrics to this, but because it's supposed to be saying popular, you're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the popular. That kind of thing. So, and I'm thinking of my old few days because I could do some of that and I miss them, but we can do in some ways. But anyway, here we go.
Yes.
Whenever I see someone less fortunate than I, and let's face it, who isn't less fortunate than I? My tender heart tends to bleed. And when someone needs a makeover, I simply gotta take over. I know exactly what they need. This will be fast on guitar. And even in your case, worry, I'm determined to succeed. Follow my lead. And yes, indeed, you will be popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper point. When you popular, little ways different than flowers. I'll show you shoes to wear, how to fix your hair, everything that really counts to be popular. I'll help you be popular. Your head with the right cohorts. Good at sport, know the slang you've got to know. So let's start, cause you've got an awfully long way to go. Don't be Allison, think of it. This is a real tough one. Not when it comes to popular. Let's just jump to there. I know about popular. I know about popular. And with an S for me to be who you be instead of daily who you are. Oh, there's nothing that can stop you from becoming popular. Perforated pages, I guess. La 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 popular. I see word depression. I was like, I don't know if I want to sing about depression. Let's do that. Start from there. There. When I see depressing creatures with unprepressing features, I remind them on their own behalf to think of celebrated heads of state or especially great communicators. Did they have brains or knowledge? I don't know how this part goes. Don't make me laugh. Doesn't feel like it goes like the other part goes. They're popular, please. Sure to be very popular like me. Sorry, we're butchering this, I think, in some spots. Yeah, but we got some of it in other spots. So put on a happy face. Now, yeah, a lot of these have flats. Is that something with musicals? Man, it's on you. Man, I haven't done this song in ages, and in fact, it would have made sense to keep the hat on since it's a cloud. Huh?
Maybe I've never done this song.
Really? It's slower than the other one. I'm thinking of that. Was it the movie with the substitute teacher was the theme? We've been thinking about teachers and we saw Spider. And I think this is the song she did with my cousins. And Sonny's laying there in the kitchen. That's got it. It's hard sometimes. You can't support yourself to be happy when you're not sometimes, but you can try. As I'm gonna clear up. We'll sing this in a movie too. Put on a happy face. Don't think of that. Patch out. Clear up. And put on a happy face. Take off the gloomy mask of tragedy. It's not your style. You're looking so good that you'll be glad you decided to smile. Stick out that outlaw. Stick out the noble chin. Light bulb. Oh, no, that's the other mirror. Like, I don't have a noble chin. I'm gonna have you. Spread the sunshine all over the place and put on a lost that one in the whole time. That's all it is. That's all she wrote. Now this one looks like it has a lot of fast key changes and a B flat, but I think you know it, and not to trigger anybody. And they also did it in the choir, but I think I've said that to you before and you've not remembered because we were in it at different times. And it's a bit of a trigger missing it, but what can you do? Although I don't know, it might actually be sad. I don't know if I can do that one, unfortunately.
Pages do tear out remarkably easy from this book, I can see.
They do.
Just held in with glue.
Maybe not. It's just, yeah, on the spine, yeah.
Yes, that's what I meant, yeah.
Kind of like myself. I have got covered those, but there's not much left of this book, so I'd like to do one more on the guitar if we can.
More foxtrots?
Yeah. Oh, we got two people viewing
people are-
came together. That's
Oh, wow.
happened a
Hello.
couple times in this, and I wonder if they're the same two before, and I wonder if they know each other. Do you
It's
know each
not-
other? Who are you?
It's
We
not
just
a
seen an
foxtrot.
indicator, but we'd love to see comments too.
Here's
so
a
thanks for
lovely
the likes.
waltz from
Lovely
the 30s. You just left. They were here for Mode, now
Together.
they're gone. By saying, hey, here's a waltz from the 30s. Oh, I'm gonna
Yeah,
get out
they
of
don't
here.
like waltzes.
Call me, darling.
They don't want to call you darling either. So at this point,
There.
and I think we
were zoomed in for some reason.
Oh, you got two people there again.
Hello.
And I think this is a good point to get those singing bowls in, and then you can tell her they're at the end. But if she wants to enjoy some music, that's the rest of it. And then, yeah. And, yeah,
Well, okay. I have to move the bowls to a different location.
okay.
Because I've got this set of 5 singing bowls here that I'm going to be showing to somebody for their.
I can open the door for you.
Yes, well, this isn't quite what I planned to do,
Or no, she wanted to go to them.
so
Where are you planning to do this? I do? Okay.
I guess I am.
You're gonna be like flash. I mean, I've never seen this done on the floor, but you can put the thing there.
Well, let me
On
turn
the chair. On the chair. On the chair.
Well, the thing is, there might not be enough room on the chair for all 5 bowls. You're still there. You're so patient. You deserve.
One of them.
Yeah, you deserve an award. But you won't even be able to see the bowls. You won't even be able to.
possibly for one particular person. We could find something like it.
Yes, of course, these bowls are for a particular person. But this ain't a good work.
You're downstairs, because I'm going to be cooking and making.
Well, we're going to take these down into my shop. And isn't that going to be fascinating? I wonder how I turn this.
Remember, don't overwhelm that potential customer with doing more than.
Yes, uh-huh. So, here we have the 5 singing bowls, and now I'm not sure. Here's how we turn this around. There we go. Now you don't have to look at my ugly face anymore. There we go. You can see a stand bowl. This wasn't how I planned to do this. I complain. I plan to have everything all set up and then do the video. Excuse me. Here we are. A set of 5 singing bowls, which I have prepared for somebody in Toronto. This is a stand bowl, and there's 2 people watching now. Yes, there's my shop in the background. All sorts of cool stuff. This is a stand bowl which comes from the Orissa region of India, and rest of these are what are called captado. They're smaller bowls. Surprise. I'm going to turn these around again. Unfortunately, I can't. Unfortunately, I can't rotate the thing that I did want to play some of these at the same time, so you could hear what that sounds like. Okay. This wouldn't necessarily go in the set, but it's begging for a top note. Hey, Olivier said we left. That sounds so nice. How couldn't I have done that? Any case, yeah. It's a nice set. I don't know if they will take it, but no, I have a nice set. Any case, I'm not sure if my friend Corey had anything else he wanted to do. Were you wanting to do anything else? No? I think that'll be a no. Thank you all for watching.